Today's episode is sponsored by Isabel Black. Here's to you for betting on the good stuff.
Oh, look, the church. Salve, my child. I am Father Benedito, shepherd of this humble flock. The Don says you run the city's best newspaper, an instrument of influence indeed. God calls us to guide lost souls, but the world is rife with temptation. Even those closest to us stumble at times. All I do is shine God's light on them. Now let us begin. Inspire your readers, and perhaps they will find virtue. Okay, so the priest here would like us to print at least one inspiring story. I could do that. I can do that. Yeah. I like that. What are we hanging out here for? Well, I was just wondering where our guy is. You know, I kind of miss him a little bit. So I want to head to the Europe radio tower, which means I think I'd quite like to come to Jamaica this week, where we would need to be telling gruesome stories, alarming stories. We already have a defeat story somewhere. I don't know if it's old news or not. We also want to do inspirational, but I think we need to do this because I want to come down here, and this will also give us the opportunity to attack the Empire Observer more as well, which is always fun. Good. We can't buy any of this because we're saving up for probably the lawyer's desk, right? Okay. I think we're ready. March 1931. Faster production. There's a way to speed up the transportation of production lines. Let's find how to get it. We can purchase something here that will boost production item transportation. Let's check it out. So this is Throg's Neck Factory. And what's this? Pneumatic tube pneumatic tubes. That's fantastic. Serve as special transportation lines for all production-related items, such as articles. That's great. Look, it takes 30 influential points. That's sort of like a pipe dream. I get it. Wow. Oh, and lifts. Elevators, if you're American, but, you know, I'm British, so. Optimize transportation for employees, 25 influential points. Wow, okay. And then the dumb waiter as well could be really useful. Wow, in the Bronx, Throg's Neck Factory is fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Okay, well, after that print, I can see that Rachel here is working on repairing the printer. The money is doing quite well for us. It is. What we'll do, we will order a lot more paper. Let's look at the ads then. So we've unlocked 2 ads. Now they would both pay us 250. So we could do Vista View, a window to the world, or we could do Steelworkers Union unites the working class. Now, I don't really know because we're interested in inspirational. Now, inspirational comes from entertainment and society. None of those ads are of interest there. Gruesome comes from crime and entertainment. Alarming comes from crime and economy. So we could very much have an economy story. And then defeat could be politics and sports. So we definitely have politics going into this paper. I mean, we have a politics story ready to go. We've got 2 more coming in. So out of the ads, I think we will go with the Steelworkers Union unites the working class because it's a politics story ad. And I think we're going to have a lot of that potentially in the paper. So, Kathy, if you could get to the headquarters, that would be great. Power to the people, indeed. No worker left behind. That's the ad I think we're going to go with. Super smashing great. Now, inspirational does come from entertainment and society. So I am going to prioritize those first because the Devout introduction is important to me. And then we'll get to this. Oh, what have you found? Oh, Inferno ravages village. None of this. This burned village. There's an unpopular red tag in it if we go that way. There's nothing here that we really want, that we're really interested in putting into paper, but I do have 3 pages to cover as well. So I suppose we probably should send someone to the burned village. And, you know, it's a story in society. I like society. Let's send Peluso to the burned village. Can I just please go home? A panic grips city streets as flames spread. Just get on with it, Peluso. Really? Right? Stop your faffing. just get on with it. Another society story. Methanol sold as liquor causes 209 deaths. Jesus, from the illegal bar. We risk mobsters. This is a tragedy. A tragic story in society that I had absolutely no hand in. Xander. How many mobsters are we going to get? Oh, no. We got away with it. Okay. Tricky story. Yeah. Since November, the product is sold as a drink. Okay. Okay. We are saving for this floor. We are. Oh, look, paper. Let's get a load in the printer. Ooh. Things and stuff are going on. So with the infernal ravages at the village, we don't really want to go to the fire station, which is a hopeful story, but an unpopular one. And we don't need a hopeful story, so we could go to this educational silver tag at Town Hall. I think that's probably what we're going to do. So, sir, if you could nip to Town Hall, please. Back to school. Maybe building with wood is a risk in this area. Now, the electric dry shaver is a story that we've come across. And look, it has the inspirational tag. Interesting. So we will absolutely be doing this one. Yeah. Who can we send? Richasaur, would you like to head to Radio Row? Shaving, dry. Sign me up. Excellent. Electric razor debut. So this will be our inspirational story, which is fantastic. Now, that means we can untag these. We need alarming and we need gruesome. So we definitely want crime. So let's start looking for crime stories. What's going on here? Oh, we've already unlocked the second part of this. We need somebody available in society. We don't have anybody. We need somebody here to send to Radio Row for the economy and this silver educational. We need that. We need that. Oh, yeah, because she unlocks it because she has this natural coordinator. Oh, I forgot about that. Oh, Peluso. Excellent. So, buzzing. Get it? Consumer technology milestone despite depression. I must remember she has that because that's really handy, particularly if we need to do something quick, right? I forget things so quick. Scottsboro boys arrested. Well, so this has the alarming, not the gruesome, but it does have the alarming and will lead to a gold revealing, which is cool, right? So we need to send somebody to paint rock, which that somebody is going to be Kazuko. Was this rightful? 9 black teens arrested after freight train altercation. This will lead to key information, which will help us progress this story. We still don't have the gruesome story, though, and now all of the lines are taken up, but it is only Tuesday, and we're doing quite well here. slowly sort of building it up. This is politics as well, though, isn't it? This is all society. Might have to have a bit of a rejig. We have our gruesome story. Calf bomb rips block. It's got alarming and gruesome. So we need to send somebody to corner Calf. Xander, you do the gruesome part here. An outward door points to a plan, not chance. Supper blast hits Calf. And then Kazakhal, if you could go to the county morgue for the alarming part. When the smoke clears, paper talks faster than people. So that would be getting that in the bag. What do we have here? An entertainment story. Radio discovers teen sensation. So now we're just sort of filling the paper. I don't think we... mind you, this does lead to inspirational, but I don't think we really need this. But we're going to do it all the same, because that's what I do. And do you know what we could do? We could send Richasaw to the radio station, which instantly opens up the agency office. Sometimes the best new voices are found in small places. Singing talent found at local station. But we could also send out Thomas Harper to the agency office. Early investment in talent can echo farther than any something or other. Sponsor offers tuition. So we could sort of be like smashing through that story. That's kind of cool. That is kind of cool. Okay. So I think that's probably our front page sorted. We can now afford to have another right-leaning story. Not the times 2 though. Just one square. Hopefully it's just one square. I think it does just move one square with each story, doesn't it? And in that first one I must have just moved. I must have had 2 of them, right? Yeah, okay. It looks like we're doing well for another political ad for next week. Here comes... We've completed a crime story with the alarming. This one's more interesting to me. And this is the more interesting inspirational story as well. What have we found here then? Discovery of Pluto sparks imagination. Wow, Seattle Writers Guild. Another inspirational story. Oh, fantastic. I think we'll send Peluso. I wonder what's out there. Find stories about space in all bookstores. Nice. Excellent. Okay. It's going all right, this. Going all right. We need inspirational. But we also need the gruesome and alarming. So this story is quite good here. We might be able to swap out some societal things here. Yeah. What's going on here? Oh, an entertainment story. 10-minute applause. Oh. Rich or no? Let's send Thomas Harper. Let's go. Farewell standing ovation in the opera concert at the Metropolitan. Wow, okay. Yeah, it's the leanings that I'm concerned about. What have we got here? The Star-Spangled Banner is voted national anthem by Congress. A political story. We would need to send somebody to Washington, Capitol Hill. That person is Tressel. There we go. Liberty and justice for all. President Herbert Hoover signed a congressional resolution. What is this? A sports story? Blocked punt breaks streak. A defeat. A sports story. We could send someone to the football field for that. Who? Thomas Harper. One crack in the line and the whole season leaks. Punt blocked late. Still trying to work out the paper here. So we've got our gruesome story. Which satisfies all of that. Do you have another inspirational story? Silver, though. We do already have an inspiration. Like, we don't have to put that one in. We do sort of already have it. We could do crime and alarming over here. Let's get some tags matching up. We could do that. I mean, that fills the paper. Doesn't it? Fills the frickin' paper. What is going on out here? Climbing expedition ends in tragedy. So another sports defeat. Mountain flank. We need to send somebody to the mountain flank. Who would like to do that? Kazakhstan? What a tragic way to die. Mountaineers lost in severe weather conditions. Rescue efforts underway. Well, the paper's full. And we've satisfied all the things that we need to satisfy. I'm okay with the leaning. It would be nice to lean just a little bit more to the right. But it's not in fact, right now, actually, that would be bad. Because I want the second fiddle. I want the second fiddle. What? All this noise. We need to dig. Okay, the dig site. Let's get economy. Sir, if you could get out there, might swing by home as well. Want to grow. More coal is needed. Right. Where are we then? Where are we? I think I'm pretty happy with it. I mean, we have a lot of inspirational stories here. We do only need one. And the one that we've put in is by far the best. It's got silver tag and everything. So I think this is the paper we're going with. Here we go. Print! $157,000 newspapers sold. The main hope of a nation lies in the proper education of its youth. Youth. It is the first responsibility of every citizen to question authority. Yes. District 1 over. Look at that. Lots of money. I think we're going to be able to afford this floor. Jamaica is now ours, along with 3,000 subscribers. Hidden agenda? Bene factum, my child. Letting your newspaper's voice resonate in the city like that. Fiat lux. Let there be light in these trying times. Congratulations, you are building an audience. New reader interest category balance. Yes, well, that's probably going to change. This represents an interest of the readers on this side. If you print on one side consistently, you will unlock more readers' interests. Hover over the item to get a detailed explanation of how this reader's interest works. So we stayed moderate and we unlocked the second fiddle. And for every set of 6 base categories, you get an extra 25,000 sales. Right, now, I can't help but notice that Solomon is also moving into the moderate category. Oh, we've unlocked ads for political and society. That's nice. I like to have options, you know. Options are good. Expenses out. Jarrett, Kazakul and Ashley leveled. Absolutely fantastic. Ooh, all sorts of things are pinging. What have we got? He's back. You know my father used to walk these docks. Built an empire, crate by crate, coin by coin. Evening boss, usual shipment, clean, unmarked. Army doesn't know, but they'd sure be interested. And this is my old friend, Rob. A real blue-collar guy. Rob deals in steel. Does he now? Sells it to whoever's buying. What's the difference? Right, Bob? Rob. Deal's a deal. Money's money, Don. I need you to focus on the economy, this print, and no negativity. I'm all about honest trade. Don't want to give any good Samaritans a reason to go sniffing around my docks. Okay, so there's actually quite a lot going on here, isn't there? So we need to print economy the most. Economy stories we need to print the most. And we need to avoid unrest and alarming stories. Okay, Now, I'm also interested. I'm still trying to work towards this Europe tower. So let's see here. I think Laurelton, we've got an inspiring one already. It doesn't conflict with anything that we're doing for the Don. And actually, unveiling comes with economy. The others don't. So, inspiring, you've got in the bag. The silver fame we'd need a silver review. And then the bronze unveiling tag could come with an economy story. And we need to print more economy than anything else. And we do have an economy story on the way. Okay, we're going to go to Laurelton. And it is also still moving towards the Europe radio tower. And I'm sort of also saving influence for that telegraphing station. Because it'd be great for our 4th telegraphing station to be a European one. I think that could be really cool. No? Yeah. April 1931. You've earned your first trainable trait. Let's assign it to somebody. Oh yes, this is the thing that we got from remaining in the balance, right? Look, so we've opened up a whole new screen. Every employee can have one trainable trait in addition to their personality trait. There are many variants, and all of them have their own specific benefits. Some of them require a specific skill set. Others can be applied to everybody. This works in the same way as you're already used to with the news. Okay, just drag an employee in a file to start training them. So we can start training in this second fiddle. Grants 1 quality star when assigned to the second story file within an item. So I think that means that we would need a story that has more than one file, right? And then when it moves on to the second file, that's where we could get a quality star. Grants 1 quality star when assigned, and we would have to, the person with the second fiddle trait would have to be assigned to the second story file within the tree. Okay. Wow, that's a lot of stuff. And it seems that it's compatible with all topics here. So it's suggesting Trestle. Trestle is available. Doesn't have a trait. So let's do it. So second fiddle for Trestle. Well done. Now we just have to wait a little while. So Trestle will now be in training for 2 days. Okay. And then do we keep this file? So once Trestle's got it, we could give it to somebody else, but only each person can only get 1 trainable trait. So we can't sort of just like, it's not like we can put loads in. So we have to be a little bit careful, right? Yeah. Okay, let's order a bunch of paper. I think I'm going to buy this floor because we have the 7,500. So I'm going to buy the floor. We're going to start getting ready for this. And I might start using this to try and figure out a better layout. Let me start working up a better layout. Mind you, when we get the lift, oh my goodness, won't that be amazing? Won't that be amazing though? That'd be pretty amazing. But then we might need stairs and lifts. Less amazing. Less amazing. So we've got that floor. We're probably going to need to see about the coal. So how much is that? The generator. Yeah, because we can't afford it now, and that's fine. This is the next thing we need to save up for, is this power generator. We're working on it. Now then, ads. We've unlocked 2 ads, and this one will pay us 650. And it's a society one, which is much better than the politics. I say we try to go for the society one, because looking at Laurelton and the deal with the Don, we can do society. So why not? So Kathy D. Oh, look, and it's a 2. It's a two-file business, Kathy D. So sparkled drinks for everyone. So the salsa office, if you could go there, Kathy, but then you will need to do something extra. Okay, this is where we could see the ad department starting to grow, isn't it? She should be fine to do that, though, on her own. Yeah, that should be fine. Now, we've already got a story here on the board. It's another society story, actually. We must avoid alarming and unrest. This one doesn't do any of that. It also doesn't do anything for Laurelton either. And we've got a lot of stories to find. I might get rid of this one. Death sentence in Scottsboro. I think we're going to get rid of that one. Now, we're also going to have a quick look at the stories that we have here and see if there are any that are a problem. So are there any alarming stories here? Are there any unrest stories here? Anything here that could just be really awful for us? No. Okay. Okay. So we're going to prioritize economy above all else. And we might get that unveiling with it. Let's see how we get on with that. Okay, let's start. Let's wait for the paper to arrive as well so that I can help with the paper order. I like to help with that. You know, it's a lot to be carrying. Let's get a lot into the printer as well. I like to have about 200 in the printer. There we go. And then we'll get the rest in the shelves. Oh, look, the newsstand's open out the front. Right then, what have we got here? Dallas prestige at stake. So we have immediately our economy and an unveiling story. This is fantastic. So we must get down to the factory showroom. I'd like to send Sir there. Interesting. As Dallas Aviation boasts about creating fastest airplane. So we are immediately starting to make the Don happy, but we're also getting Laurelton in good stead. I would now like to also prioritize entertainment, because the silver fame for Laurelton and the silver review for Laurelton, we could find those in entertainment. I know also politics and sports, but they share entertainment. And we really need to keep a focus on economy. So we're going to do that. Why has this one gone orange, though? Oh. Because he's gone to get some food. That's fine. That's not a problem. That's not a problem. The water cooler is broken, though. Can I just say? Let's maybe get another water cooler. On this floor. That could be good, because we have the room there. So I'm just going to pop it in. Yeah. And I'll put some additional food. Oh, I always grab the shelf, don't I? Let's put some additional food in it as well. Fill it right up. Food, water, whatever. Oh, look, the ad. Okay, so Kathy D has done fantastic. Halfway through the process. So now we need, she's been to the office. I'd like her to go to the salsa factory to complete this story. So if you could do that, please, Kathy, that would be, tastes like pineapple. I'm inspired. Fantastic. Love it. Love it. So progressing that very nicely. What's the story that's come in here? We've got a crime story. Funkhouse pickpocket nabbed. Now, if we're not careful, we could end up with an unrest story here. But we could just do the crime route, which would lead to adventurous and the investigative. But at the same time, again, we've got so many stories to find. I think I'm just going to get rid of this Funk House pickpocket nabbed. It's going. We're getting rid of it. We've got too many stories to find. Even though we've got a newspaper to fill. But actually, if we find all these stories, we could probably fill a newspaper with it. Do you know what I mean? An entertainment story. Look at all these gold tags. Beloved and debated. So, a dog show press room. If we send somebody there, we get the silver fame tag for Laurelton, which is great. We would also get 4 influential points, which is absolutely amazing, given that we're saving for, you know, the European telegraphing desk. But I also would like lawyers. But this could also lead to entertainment over here with a gold scandal tag, but also 6 influential points. We can't ignore this one. We have to do this one. Now, we could also send Richasaw to do the entertainment, which instantly unlocks, I prefer fluffy poodles, instantly unlocks the judge's canteen, and we could instantly send, now this would also be great to send Trestle, but Trestle's still training. This is one of those times where sending Trestle would be fantastic. But we're going to send Thomas Harper to the judge's canteen. It looked unnatural to me. So illegal dog shampoo used, owner fined. What a fantastic story. So much influential points, gold scandal. Oh my goodness. It's just fantastic. It helps towards Laurelton. I love it. That story is just sensational for us. Oh, and we also need to send somebody to the dog show venue. Well, we can't at the moment. But that is something we need to do. We're going to have to wait for somebody to get back for that one. We are. So an economy story. Fantastic. Open house in the Ford factory. We need to send somebody to the Ford factory to investigate this story. Peluso or Sir? It's Sir. There we go. Let's get on the road. Ford showcases new assembly line. This is a great economy story for our Don. Now we've got searching for pilots. This is an economy story, which is good for the Don. It would come with a silver statistics in the second, but it's also propaganda. I'm not going to do this one. We're going to get rid of that one. I'm not doing it. We still need the review as well. We need the silver review tag. So it's good to keep a desk open. It's good to keep a desk open. But we do need more economy stories. It's true. Have we got anybody available yet for entertainment? No. We do need Trestle to come out of training. And, you know, this would be great because if Trestle did this dog show venue, this is a second file. So I'm assuming that we would also get that star business, the second fiddle benefit. And the training's going quite well. I think we will send Trestle. Look, Trestle's almost out of training. Look. Excellent. So if we now send Trestle to the dog show venue, look, this article's quality is getting boosted because the reporter is getting skilled. Quality translates into extra sales. Look. They will add a quality star when their skill reaches level 5 and another one when their skill reaches level 10. A third one can be unlocked by certain traits, which is exactly what's happened here with Trestle. So we've got one quality star that adds 1,000 sales per star. Skilled reporters add these to their reports. Look at that. So not only have we got all this gold tag, but it's also a quality story. Oh my God, Trestle. What an absolute legend you are. Absolute legend. The ads come to a grinding halt. Why is that? Oh, because I've gone to the toilet. That's absolutely fine. That's absolutely fine. Wow. So we do have an economy story here, which I'm going to put, I think, just on page 2 there. You know, page 3, I suppose we could see about these. But upsets the Don. We do have this economy story. It's not great, though. It's not great. We're upsetting the Don. We could put it here. It links up then with that one. We're going to have to take those out. We may not have much in the paper. We may not have much in the paper this time. We need more economy stories, but I'm still searching for this review. An economy story here. Oakland Bay Bridge green lit. Peluso. If you could go to San Francisco Bay, that's going to be one big bridge. Congress finally agreed on the plans for the new bridge connecting San Francisco and Oakland. Fantastic. That is a good one. That's a priority story right there. To help balance the Laurelton stuff, but it's mob first. Mob first. Even if we sell poorly. We still got a line open. We do. That's good. Oh, yeah, look. Second fiddle training. This is great. And we can't use it again. Okay, that's something I was interested in knowing. It's completed. It's used up. We can't train anybody else in it. That answers that. An entertainment story. Boston Swings. I'm going to get rid of this story. I want to keep the lines open for the review. This story doesn't give me that review, so get out of it. We need more economy stories, and we still need this review story. Breaking news telegram. Plane of football coach Rockney crashed. Reports of a big plane crash just came in. Notre Dame's head football coach boarded the plane in Kansas City to fly to Los Angeles. He had just led the Fighting Irish team to the national championships. He is a man who's revered all over the country. This is a big story. We must go and investigate. Now, this is a sports and society story. Now, what's interesting is that our ad is a society story, but we're trying to also off-balance Laurelton stuff, and this is bad timing for us. This is bad timing for us. We probably won't use all these stories, and then it would boost sports stories, and I don't think we're going to be posting any sports stories. That would also take up a lot of investigators. We could always cancel it, though, couldn't we? There's also the risk of the law. The suit in the middle. I think we're going to get... Well, we can't. We can't close the line of communication on it, but I don't think we're going to investigate it either. Because it doesn't use a line of communication. But I don't think we're going to do anything with it. What is this? This story we're probably going to have to get rid of as well. Kermack wins Chicago mayor race. So this is politics, defeat. It does give us a silver fame, but we've already got a story in the bag for that. It's also got triumphant. We're getting rid of it. Another society story. Man found dead in concrete bridge pillar. Jesus. I remember that one from last time. Denver Bridge. We could send somebody to Denver Bridge. This would be a tragic society story. Or we could go to Denver Bridge and make it a gruesome crime story. But this is problematic for us to do. Because it's not... It doesn't cover the Silver Review. And every time we print a story that is not economy, we have to offset it with an economy story. And I'm already trying to print a lot of stories that are not economy. No, it's got to go. Wow, this is brutal. It's Thursday. It's Thursday. We're going to have a lot of empty space in this paper. We are, though. We are. Just page 2 is all economy at the moment. We've got another economy story coming. This is an absolute priority, this one. We need to get this through. We also need this ad. That's going to be done in 3 hours. We don't have a fresh inspirational story. We would have to use an old one. I didn't spot that. So back page. Society. Just back there. Doing nothing of interest for anyone. It's got nothing on the front page still. I'm hoping to get this beloved and debated on the front page. Yeah. I suppose this ad would probably come here to link up with the society. I don't know. And it's Thursday and we still haven't found a review. This is outrageous. This is a political story. Speaker Longworth dies. Politics, defeat. No. Get rid of it. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Find me that story. It does actually say here, did you see that? It does actually say there are no more economy stories. That's all the economy stories. So, and there's no more entertainment stories, and we need the review, so prioritize sports, because a review could come up in sports. Yeah. That ad's done. A sports review. Excellent. Slow jumps drag game. Now, it's quite late on Thursday. We need to send somebody to the basketball court. This could cause outrage. There is a risk involved. Who's really hot on sports? Peluso. And Trestle. Peluso more so. Peluso more so. If you could do that, please. Public outrage risk. Here we go. No protesters got away with it. Precision can shine even when the pace dulls. Well, get in, Peluso. Set shots miss mark. Set shots miss mark. Okay. Slow jumps, drag games, set shots miss mark. Good. Now we've just found a crime story. An easy crime story. Military blueprint stolen. Oh my goodness. Can we get somebody down to Marine Harbour for that? We'll send Sir. Interesting. State-of-art battleship details compromise. Jesus. That's not good at all. Now, what's interesting is we could now look at this breaking news. Potentially. Couldn't we? We could. We might risk lawsuits. Well, we will risk lawsuits, but we could do this now. We could send Thomas Harper to the airfield hangar for this plane a football coach Rockney crashed. Send him to the airfield. This could get us lawsuits. Let's see. It is 2 lawsuits filed. Is Fokker behind this? Did I... Fokker F10. Am I saying that right? Trimotor lost wing. Would still safe enough for flying. Do I have to beep that? I don't know. And then we need 2 sports. 2 sports. So Trestle. No, that's overkill. Trestle. We could send Richersaw to the crash site. What happened to Coach Nutt? Brilliant Notre Dame football coach Nutt Rockney. Am I saying that right? 43. Killed with 7 others. And then Kazakhul to the University of Notre Dame. How will Rockney be remembered? So, you know, I don't know if we'll have any sports stories in the paper. Here come our lawsuits, but we've done it anyway. Because all the important stuff is in. Well, it's sort of in the process, do you know what I mean? Another story, crime story. Forfleet County Jail. Let's send Xander, he's the only one available, to County Crossroads for that one. Did they split at the creek or ride together? Roadblocks Ring County. So lots of stories happening. Lots of stories. Now, we need this review one is a priority. We must get that going. We simply must. God, can you imagine if we get the hot topic of sports, but I don't know if we've got enough economy stories to offset them. That's the problem with that one. And on the front page, I want this. Beloved and debated is now complete. Boom. Gold tag and everything, everybody. Also, we need to look at the leanings. We need right stories. We have none. In fact, we have a left one here. That's a problem for us. None of the stories we have here are right. I know. I mean, we could get this old story. We could whip out this old story. Yeah. I'll whip out that old story. The mobster is currently unhappy with us. So we would have to drop a story. We have to drop a story. We're not going to do Laurelton, are we? We're not going to do Laurelton. If I drop the inspirational story for Laurelton, the mobster is happy again. I'd have to take out something else, which would be the one that I need. So I'm not going to be able to put in the slow jump. Oh, take the priority off. Can't do it. This is the paper, I think. Now, if I did like a political story, because we don't have any other political stories, you know, but it fills a gap. And it's not in any way leaning. Oh, we do have this political story. Look, we do have that. Not political, economy story. Oh, but it also has the leaning. So we would need to put that, take this one out, and then this. Sports is now the hot topic. This is a nightmare. If we put then, look, this economy story here, and then it can't get the informational left lean on it. But it means that we can print more. Oh, look. The Forfleet County Jail. We need to send somebody to the cell block for investigation. Who needs most in crime? It's a split between Xander and Sir. I'll send Sir. A jail needs locks, not luck. Turnkey overpowered. So just sort of get that going. So, okay. Because I would like to do this story. I'd like to put this on the front page. It also has no leanings, which is fantastic. I also want to do the inspirational, but that does have a leaning. It's also an old story. We have this, but it's got the leanings. Don't want the leanings. We would have to probably stick it back here and then put that one on the front page. It's not ideal to put the economy on the front page because it's just one bronze tag, but it has no leanings, which is really important as well. And then we just need that review story. Get that review story in on the front page there. That has no leanings, but it has the sports hot topic, but it also has the silver review. That would complete us Laurelton. Would it keep the mob happy? Don't know yet. I can't work it out. It's too complicated. We've got our ad in there that we want. Our leaning at the moment I'm happy with because it means that we would dodge this boycott. And we're leaning into the sensational. Just coming out of the moderate, but that's what I want. Okay. It's a lot. This is great. Look, this is such a good game. Okay, Sunday morning, time to roll the presses. Well, we're still just waiting on... We've got a couple of hours on this slow jumps drag game. It looks like, yeah, we'll be getting ads in economy, of course, and potentially society here. But we've got to see how the Don feels about this. I'm really hoping we can do this. I'm pretty sure we've put in every political story we've got, but we don't even have any, not political economy. We don't even have any old economy stories that I could use to try and offset it. Like every economy story we have is in there. You know. Ah, here we go. So if we pop that in there, the Don is still happy. The Don is still happy. I'm happy with the leaning. The Don is happy. Laurelton will be happy. We've got our ad in there. That's what we're going with. That is what we're going with. And it's full. We've got a story on every page. I really didn't think we were going to do that. I really didn't think we were going to do that. Go! I like that the printing goes longer now because we've got 3 pages. So. Right, so 141,500 newspapers sold. A lot of old news doesn't make it any more relevant. There was only one, wasn't there? I don't know. The stock market is going up. Wow. Okay. What is that? Total influence gained 33. We've found 30 news items within news. Found within news 30 news items for a total influence gained of 33. And then we did 2 hidden agendas and got our district. That's insane amount of influence. Wow, Laurelton is really happy. 4,000 gained. 4,000 subscribers gained on Laurelton. Amazing. Are you happy? I'm happy. Now that's good press, publisher. Yeah, right. The city sees honest work, and we keep our business running smoothly. Wow. We're heading towards trusted with the mob. I'm so excited about that. So here we have stepped slightly into sensational news. And it's interesting because Solomon has gone back to, is intending to move back into informational so that we can both avoid throughout May this boycott. Yeah, look, so we've got ads for economy and society. This is great. We can check out what they are. Excellent. Excellent. Trent, Oshizu, and Thomas. You all leveled up. That is wonderful.